all Tesla factory construction side beside for the month of June. Lot going on. Let's get into it. I'm Brian. Welcome to my Tesla weekend. In Shanghai, there have been heavy flight restrictions, which means we can't see anything that's actually going on, but there isn't much to see from this distance except that maybe they're testing the Highland Model 3. In Berlin, the Stamping Cathedral at the north has windows. Some wall work going on there, and the solar expansion appears on hold. Down the west side, there's been some apron rework, and at the south, the bus area has landscaping. It's got trees. The whole parking lot has landscaping. And the canopies over the parking area for the employees has resumed. I guess they got their permits sorted out. The overpass bridge has begun. It's looking real good. They've done some shutdowns there to make it a little smoother and easier. There are trees throughout the parking lot. That's kind of nice to see. And the eastbound lanes to the south of the factory have been paved. At least the initial paving. We'll see how much and how soon the stripes go in. All the rail arms are up, the arms over the transit line, and the canopy holders are up. They're going to cover this. It'll be done. And the platform for the commuters is in. There's a second loading lot just next to it between the Motorworks building and the transit line that is very busy. And the tracks have gone in for the commuter rail line. It's very exciting. There's even new graffiti on the Motorworks building, I think. We'll double check that. And the loop across on the southeast is open and active. They used it to reroute traffic when the bridge was being worked on for the new overpass. And there's expansions of the warehouse on wheels moving toward the east. The northeast drainage and pad has been completed. I think this is where the new batch plant is going in because they've also put up all these concrete blocks around it. It looks like somewhere you would store sand and gravel to make concrete. The drainage basin and access road have had some work. And to the northeast, we see mud footings. Looks like they're going to be putting in lights in this expanded parking area. In Texas, the concrete work at the northeast, there's been some rework there. Looks like they're fixing drainage or whatnot. And the apron is being widened for better access to the building. At the south, the grading is complete. The drainage under the new part of the area and around it appears complete. The geopiering in the south and rebar cages and new footings have been poured. This area is well underway. There is a double road along the river there that's been partially complete with asphalt, and it even curves to the north. On the west side of the building, we can see a lot more stain has been applied to the concrete, and it's now wrapping around to the north. And there's gravel south of the east retention pond. That's getting some progress there. And the southeast pad, where we speculated that the parking structure could go, is now in use as a storage area for parts, and there's a little workshop in there as well. There's gratings to the south of the cathode building in the warehouse on wheels area. They're expanding, it looks like, either the warehouse on wheels or this will be an additional staging area for construction materials for the cathode building and associated structures around there. There's been widening of the grading just to the east of the cathode, and even footings for an additional building there. The cathode building has windows, finally, and there's rebar in the alley. Something interesting is going to happen there. The berm separating the cathode and die shop from the Martin Marietta concrete plant is disappearing pretty quickly. And the utilities around this area have been backfilled. The pipes, the drainage, the power, it's all been backfilled and covered. There's conduit trenching at the cathode facility and asphalt around the die shop. They've got a little temporary road there. At the switchyard, it's looking good. We've got gravel in. We've got concrete trays for the megapacks. The megapack itself area, it's got vertical steel. It's got the high tension lines in and done. And next to the switchyard, we see a drainage vault. That's very exciting. And on the building itself, we did see them installing some logo lighting around the edge of the word Tesla, which is spelled out in negative space. On the far west side, on the other side of the highway, we see a road appearing. There's a double directional separated, divided road there that's going in. That's been delayed a bit by inclement weather. And to the far, far west, all the grading is kind of done. They're still working on it, but it's looking real sharp. The property is now cleared all the way up to the property line. Neighbors aren't super happy. Apparently the construction lights have been in their eyes, but they've taken down most of those lights to make them happier. They appear to not be in use any longer. And yeah, remember when we thought this property was too big? That feels like a quaint memory. That was a long time ago. And the last thing is to the far northwest of the property, the Farm to Market Road area that expands out to the Farm to Market Road along Tesla Road. They're expanding that. They're increasing the traffic capacity. Still nothing going on in Mexico, but we'll keep you posted. So yeah, that was it. This weekend is the 4th of July. The 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, big festivities in Longview. If you're coming out to Longview, please say hello. I'd be happy to meet with you. I will be at the festivities all 3 days at different times. There's going to be a parade on the 4th. There's going to be fireworks on the 4th. There's going to be a big lumberjack jamboree just north of Louisiana Avenue on the 4th. I'll be at all of those in various places. I'll be close to the end of the parade, if it matters. And what else? Let's see. There'll be concerts. There'll be food. There'll be... who knows? And if you're in the Northwest and you need a level 2 CCS charger, I've got one that you can have. First come, first serve, of course, because I've only got the one, but I'd be happy to share it with you. It comes in a nice little bag. So let me know. So I guess my question, as always, is... what did I miss? What did I misunderstand? Leave it in the comments below. I do apologize that the footage from Berlin is from the 22nd, but it's the most recent footage I had available that I have permission to use. I only use footage with permission. That's kind of my thing. I don't want to make any enemies. The community is too small, and I'm sure I could fair use it, but that would just make enemies. I'm not going to do that. And let's see, there was one other thing. Oh, that's right. My Twitter subscriptions are now available. My YouTube account has memberships turned on. And of course, I've got my patrons. So all of those things are a big, big deal. And I should say thank you to, on Twitter, Gort and Jeff Songster. Jeff, you're too kind to me. And on Patreon, welcome to David Dang and Greg Mundank. I thought Greg was already a patron. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he just commented a lot. I don't remember now. I apologize, Greg. Super cool. So, with that all said, what did I miss? What did I misunderstand? Leave it. Leave it into the comments below and stay tuned. Stay juicy. I can't wait to hear from you clever robots on the 4th of July. Maybe. Not bad. Not bad.